What's up, guys? You're tuned into another Rappler Live Jam from home. My name is Amanda, and up next, we have Sabine Serrado, also known as SAB. You may have heard her music on shows like Hello Stranger or that Korean show Flower of Evil. And we're going to talk to her more about these songs, her music, right now on the show, and she'll also be performing her songs in just a bit. Hi, Sab. What's up?
Hello. Hi, Amanda. What's up? Thank you so much for having me. Wow, it's cool. I'm on Rappler now. That's dope. I was about to not use the word dope, then I realized that's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Be your full Gen Z self. It's
I
fine.
shall. Thank you.
so, yeah, welcome to Rappler.
Thank you.
How are you? How have you been doing?
I'm good. I'm okay. I actually just finished finals like 2 days ago, 3 days ago. So I'm trying to get into the sem break mode. It's great.
Are are you gonna be writing more music? Because it's like,
Definitely. Definitely. I have like 2 weeks no schoolwork, so I'm just gonna dive deep into the songwriting cave.
so is that what you do when you're like, when you have free time? You just go into your songwriting mode.
Yeah, that's basically like I think I like to call it my default mode. It's basically when I just go into my room and start writing songs for hours and hours and hours. But then, I do like to also have a my own leisure life outside of that. So I also try to VC with my friends and then just watch random videos on YouTube, living the teen life.
Yeah, because you're only 18, like you mentioned earlier. So
Yes,
yeah, enjoy it. So
I will.
you said like default mode writing songs, right? So has
Yeah.
that always been the case? Like when did you first get into music?
I like to think that I like to tell people that I first got into music when I started playing piano, because that's when I was really like, oh, it's an instrument. But I feel like my parents would argue that I've basically been in tune with music my whole life. Like even as a kid, I just sing randomly around the house, and then they just be like, ah, yes, that's our child.
Or are they also musical, your parents?
I like to say so. Yeah, they are. My mom, she plays the piano, and then she's one of those really cool people who like she can hear a song, and then she's like, "Okay, I can play it," and I'm just like, "Mom, you're cool." And then my dad, he plays guitar, and he's more of a lyricist because I remember he told me that in high school he wrote like poems and lyrics and stuff. Somehow mishmash.
Yeah. So you were like surrounded by music ever since you were a kid.
Yeah,
Do you
definitely.
remember, yeah, so do you remember like when the first time you ever wrote a song?
First time I ever wrote a song. I feel like in past interviews I've always said that oh she was the first song I ever wrote because it was like my poem that I turned into a song maybe a few months later. But then like I've done some reflecting and like some research these past few weeks and I actually realized I did have a song prior to she, but it's not like something that I would share because I'm like this song is very embarrassing because I think I wrote it I was probably like 8 to 10, somewhere in that
Oh
range.
my
And
gosh,
this,
so
I,
young.
yeah, and the song's like the start is like a really slow ballad, and then the chorus turns into hard rock, like
Wow.
screaming. And it's basically the song is about hide and seek, like not even like
Oh
any
my
sort
god.
of metaphor. It's about the game hide and seek.
Wow. That sounds like, she's giving us range with a ballad and hard rock.
Thank you.
But like,
That's
I
what I
guess
was going for.
yeah, that's what first songs are like, right? Like they're supposed to be embarrassing and
Yeah, I
experiment.
agree.
Yeah. So from there, like, and your parents were very musical, like you said. Was there anyone else, like maybe like other artists that you looked up to who influenced your music and brought you from that first song to the songs that you've released now?
Yeah, definitely. That's a good question. Thank you. Definitely like singer-songwriters mostly. Actually, I didn't know they were singer-songwriters at the start because I never looked at song credits, but now I always do. So it's like, of course, there's the big ones like Taylor Swift, Ed Sheeran. Whoa, you guys can like write and perform your own songs. That's so cool. Then there's also the recent ones of like Olivia Rodrigo, Joshua Bassett, and then like I Belong to the Zoo, also Sugar Free. It's just like
Mm,
a very long list of
yeah,
artists, and I like to bounce around them all the time.
yeah. They all have like kind of a similar vibe. Like there's
Yeah,
something that like ties them all together. I guess it's like the
I
storytelling in the
agree.
songs.
Definitely, I was thinking storytelling.
Yeah. So what made you decide? Because you mentioned that you're a student. So
Yeah.
I mean, you're on sem break now. Like, what are you
Mhm.
taking up? I'm just curious.
I am taking up business management in college. I'm a
Oh,
first year. Yeah. I just finished like law and accounting, like the fundamentals, and I'm just like, wow, get ready
that's
for the next 4 years.
yeah, but that's so different from because it
It
sounds so
is.
serious, and then you're like
I
such
know.
a creative. So
Thank you.
yeah, what made you decide to pursue music, like not just write songs in your bedroom, but really pursue it as a career?
Mm. I would say there isn't like one specific moment I realized, oh, I want to do music like legit, like seriously, it's gonna be a profession. Basically, my life plan was, go to college, do like financial consulting or like business analytics, and like, whoa, numbers and all that. But then I had the amazing out of this world opportunity where I got the audition for like Star Music and look like in front of all of the heads, and I was like, okay, this is kind of crazy, kind of cool. And then I think the moment I realized I really wanted to get into music professionally was only right after I released She. So that was only a few months ago. That was the
Mhm.
moment I was like, maybe I can do this as like more than a hobby, because I feel like, I mean, it'd be really cool to just do songwriting as the long run. Uh,
Yeah,
and then like collaborate with artists, write songs for people. That's like a cool thing to think about. Yeah,
yeah. So you auditioned for Star Music. So how
I
did that
did.
audition happen? Tell us about it.
It was one of the only auditions I've ever had in my life. All of my other auditions were in school for, school contests and stuff. And it basically started, I didn't plan to audition. Um, Sir Roxy, the head of Star Music, he saw a video of me singing on my uncle's Facebook page because my uncle liked to post me singing covers, and then he was like, "Hmm, maybe this kid should audition." And then somehow I was brought to Star Music. I mean ABS CBN, sorry, like ABS the
Mhm.
location, and then I was propped onto a stage, and they were just like, "Okay, have fun, sing all you want," and I'm just like, "Okay." And then I sang, and then they were just like, "Do you have any other songs?" And I was like, yeah, this song I made, enjoy it." And it was just me on a uke, about 15 years old, few months turning into 16, and worked out, I guess.
Yeah. Wow. So you were just going with the flow, and then
Yeah, I
suddenly,
was.
like, now you're here,
Yeah,
and you're writing songs, which
I
we will hear
am.
later. But what you mentioned earlier that you could even do songwriting in the long run. That's
Yeah.
you're looking at that now. So
Mhm.
what's your songwriting process like?
Good question. My songwriting process, it's basically random bursts of spontaneous energy. I that's what I like to call it. Most of the time, the way I start is I start with a melody. Like I'll just randomly be doing nothing, and then I'll be like, "Wait, there's this melody in my head. I have to record it now, or it's gonna be gone forever." And then like I'll scramble to get my phone and record it. And then after that, I usually just start listening to it over and over again, and then I'm like, okay, so I can put this lyrics and this lyrics. Oh, this part doesn't sound as good. I'll switch this. That's mainly that process.
Hmm. It sounds very like your audition process. It's like you go with the flow, kind of.
Yeah, I think there's a pattern.
Yeah. So has it been easier? Like, we've all been in quarantine, and
Yeah.
it's pandemic. Has it been easier to tap into your creative juices now, or
I It's hard to say because there are some days that are like ooh, all the creative juices are flowing and it's going. Then some days I'm just like, I cannot write a melody or a lyric for the life of me. When is this gonna end? So it's like a roller coaster ride. But I would have to say that I do have more time to write songs because of online classes. Because there's no the traveling part of like schools,
Yeah.
home, and then the traffic's like 3 hours.
Yeah. So you're just at home now, like,
Yeah.
yeah, you have more time. So what's your, I mean, you have now your whole career ahead of you. You have three songs out, which we'll talk about in a bit, but now, like, um what are your dream gigs like at this very moment?
Dream gigs. I've never actually like been the person to be like, oh, I want to perform here and here. Yeah, yeah, maybe I am. Just go with the flow. Uh,
I
it's
love it.
kind of like not really like venues or certain events. It's always just like maybe a moment, or I'm like in my own concert or like performance where I imagine myself just singing with my own instruments and like making the crowd as emotional as possible. And
Mhm.
like if they sing back to me, that would be cool. I think that's like the dream gig. It's like a moment where I'm kind of in sync with the crowd and we just like understand the music together.
That magic moment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Have you performed live? I'm just wondering because I mean, quarantine pandemic.
Uh, I technically yes, I have performed live in school productions like for theater and stuff, and there were also contests where I did intermission of. I didn't actually do the contest. I was just the performer in between, and then
Oh,
there's also times I did like sort of gigs in a
mhm.
shrimp bucket. Yeah, that
Oh
was fun.
wow.
Yeah,
That's so random.
that's the goal.
So yeah, maybe someday, yeah, we'll see you on a bigger stage. Maybe.
It's the dream. That's the goal.
Yeah. How about your dream collaboration? Like any artists that you would really want to work with?
I definitely, the big ones that I mentioned earlier, like Taylor Swift, Ed Sheeran. Whoa, world class superstars. That's like
Mhm.
the biggest goal. But then also, I've been like listening to a lot of music on Spotify lately, and I'm just like, there's so many cool singer songwriters in like the Philippines in itself. So I really
Yeah.
like to collaborate with them too. Like I've been listening to like Katie Estrada, Trisha Denise, and then there's like Kylie Chari who's gonna have like a self-written, self-produced album, and I'm just like, dude, that's I think that's the ultimate goal now. A self-written, self-produced album where you like perform for yourself, and it's just like the possibilities are limitless.
I love the energy. It's like,
Yeah.
you're so like go with the flow and so
It's,
like
it's
bright
just
eyed.
I feel like all of you are just watching me panic right now.
Oh, I don't think it's panicky at all. You're very
Oh,
chill.
thank you.
So you mentioned this album, this self-produced, self-written
Hmm.
album. Um, is there any plan? Are you working on anything close to that now?
Well, I do have like some songs coming up. I like to think that I'm gonna have an EP soon. That would be like amazing, to have
Mm.
an EP soon. And as of right now, nothing really set in stone. But I am trying to write some songs for other artists. Wow,
Ah.
just saying that out loud made me go like, hold on, whoa. Like, I don't want to say it's like set in stone because like you never know what happens. But I it's just an honor to like write songs for other people because it's like
Yeah.
whoa, the story, and then their vocals, and it's just a beautiful collaboration.
Yeah. So is that different from when you're writing songs for yourself?
Mm, it usually depends. If the person usually if the person requires like a slower song, I'm just like, okay, I got this one down because I'm used to writing slow ballad type of songs. But then I tried writing like a fast upbeat song, which is not what I'm used to at all. And I remember just doing it, and then I was just like, Lord, It was definitely a challenge for me, and I was like, I don't know how I got through it, but I'm happy I did because I like to think that I'm expanding the genre and the range I can write in.
Hmm. Well, that's good. Like that you're up for, you're not
Yeah,
boxing yourself in.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. That's true.
So as for your songs, we'll hear them. You'll be performing three of them on the show. Can you
Mhm.
tell us about these songs?
Yes, yes. So my songs are "She," "Dancing in the Dark," and my latest single, "Always Stay the Same." "She" is the first song I ever wrote. It released last July, I like to believe, and it's about self-love and acceptance and just accepting who you are, regardless of how many things are changing in your life. And
Hmm.
"Dancing in the Dark" is basically a 180 of that. It's about romantic love wherein you can only love someone for a specific moment, but then that moment feels like it could last forever because of how intimate it is. And
Hmm.
"Always Stay the Same" is very, very close to my heart because it was actually an anniversary gift I wrote for my parents that
Aw.
we, yeah, and then I sent it in to the most amazing producer, Kuya Jonathan Manalo. And then he was like, I like it. We're gonna, produce it. We're gonna record it and publish it. And it talks about just promises and actions and the amazing thing of getting to spend the rest of your life with someone and the journey and magic of it.
Wow. Okay, that's super exciting.
Thank you.
I guess at this point, like, it's time to hear your songs. So yeah, thank you for
Thank you so
being
much.
here, chatting with us. I'm very
Thank you,
excited
Amanda.
for you. Yeah. So yeah, everybody who's tuned in, hope you enjoyed that chat. Hope you enjoy the music of Sab.
Hi guys, my name is Sab. I'm so excited to be here. The first song I'll be singing is my debut single, She. Oh, let me tell you a story about a young girl. She wasn't perfect. She didn't have to be. God knows she was thinking when she couldn't see the truth. Amidst all the darkness was light shining through. Ooh, tell her she's right, or tell her she's wrong, or tell her she just needs somebody to keep her holding on. Da 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 da. Oh, let me tell you a story about a young girl. She was quite different, extraordinary. God knows she was thinking when she couldn't see the truth. Amidst all her scars was beauty breaking through. Tell her she's right, or tell her she's wrong, or tell her she just needs somebody to keep her holding on. Yeah, on. Tell her she's right, or tell her she's wrong, or tell her she just needs somebody to keep her holding on. The next song I'll be singing is a song I released last December entitled Dancing in the Dark. This moment will be our
last. After this, I'm an outcast. No more rendezvous or sneaking down the creek. It's almost midnight, baby, you know where I'll be. Let's just move real slow, more than we both know. We'll go dancing in the dark. Take my hand as we get our way. How about we freeze time? Now we're dancing in the dark. Feel the rhythm through her spine. Faster, baby, till we lose track of time. Hours feel like minutes in this room. The night sky's leaving with you soon. You say you love me, place a blue rose in my hair. I start to break the quiet, why can't we stay here? Let's just move real slow, more than we both know. We'll go dancing in the dark. Take my hand as we get our way. How about we freeze time? Now we're dancing in the dark. Feel the rhythm through her spine. Spin me faster, baby, till we lose track of time. 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 Your eyes watch me glow. Your hands fill me up. Your legs carry me, even though you've had enough. Kiss me slowly as we're dancing in the dark. With your hands on my hips, can you feel the spark? Can you?
The final song I'll be singing is a song I just released, and it is entitled Always Stay the Same.
We'll build a house from cement blocks, have 8 bedrooms, we'll make it our home. We'll buy a car, maybe a van, our 2 kids in the backseat, heart in our hands. I know this ain't gonna be easy, but I will try my best for as long as you let me. I will show you every day how much I love you. Share the ache in your chest and laugh with you. And nothing will go as planned, but trust me, I will understand when we both change. Because the way that I look at you will always stay. watch TV at 11 p.m. Open every door and share one AC. We'll travel the world every year. Make time for kids when they both have careers. Can't say we'll have everything, but I will give my all for as long as you're with me. I will show you every day how much I love you. Share the ache in your chest and laugh with you. And nothing will go as planned, but trust me, I will understand when we both change. Because the way that I look at you will always stay the same. Will always stay the same. Will always stay the same. Will always stay. Will always stay. 'Cause when it's just hard, gray and ache, I'll smile at us proudly in the home that we made. I will tell you every day that I love you. Ease the ache in your chest and laugh with you. When nothing seems to go as planned, will you please understand when I change? Because the way that I feel for you will always stay the same.
Thank you so much to Rappler for having me. It was an absolute blast. You can listen to my songs on Spotify, YouTube, iTunes, and other digital platforms. You can also follow me on my social media pages at official SAB Music. Thank you so much.